Hey everybody, how are you? What's up? What's up? What's up tonight? You guys, we have a special guest. You guys already know who I am. I am Pavani J, CEO and founder of Exquisite PR firm, the host of Exquisite Conversation. And you guys know how we do it here. I'm going to tell you guys to up of me. He gonna let you guys know who he is, and then he'll say to the right of him. We're gonna have a real great conversation with a true businessman, true entrepreneur. Um, Man, a guy from Live Nations. He gonna give y'all the game, give y'all the business, and let y'all know what's up. So again, I'm Pavani J, CEO and founder of Exquisite PR firm. And to the upper left of me, I have
Another man, Jacob W. Anderson II, aka King Jacob, Jacob Toombs. I represent the Kennard brand. I also represent Exquisite PR firm as the COO and PR consultant, and we here tonight, and we just gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk about this music industry full throttle. And next to me, I do have.
Man, you already know the great one in the flesh, Lou Almighty, aka Louie D, aka Mr. So Unbeatable himself. Greetings, greetings. Thank y'all for inviting me. Thank you for having me. I'm astonished. I appreciate the momentum. Y'all some great hosts, and I appreciate y'all keep doing y'all work out here in the streets, man. Y'all killing it. I want to kill it with y'all, so thank you.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Louie, what's going on?
Everything right now.
What's going
I
on?
was kind of scared. I thought I wasn't gonna catch y'all tonight. I was moving around so much today. I'm glad. I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah. Man, look, you got a lot of stuff going on. I know you guys have a long based relationship. So I'm just gonna touch a little bit on what you do. You have you do contractual agreements.
Yes,
Tell
ma'am.
me and everyone else who's in this industry and outside of this industry that's in the business industry about contractual agreements. Would you please let these people know what it really is?
Yeah, a contract ain't nothing but in real term. We come from a different environment, so our people get scared of paperwork sometimes when it get presented to them. So coming from a background where I come from, we gotta understand agreement ain't nothing but you saying your word on this piece of paper and they saying they word on this piece of paper, and when it come down to it, we could always come back to this piece of paper to say, hey, something ain't get done right. So that's all that piece of paper do. It just legitimizes our words. It makes our words solid. You know what I'm saying? It just keeping you on your square. So if you're a solid person, you don't have nothing to worry about. As long as you keeping your word on your side of the deal. So now it's correlating to the people that you're doing the business with. You just gotta make sure you do your due diligence and make sure they doing their job, and make sure you reading certain things the proper way. If you don't know certain words, the dictionary's out here. Look it up, pick it up, and then understand what that word mean before you sign it too. So it's all an agreement. So don't take that too far out of concept. It ain't nothing but a piece of paper that's saying what we're gonna do. That's it.
Absolutely. And for people who do PR, we have, you meet the person, so on and so forth. You two are in PR and branding, it's run hand in hand. Um, the first question is, would you say that you would do the NDA before the consultation, or
Yeah,
would
I
you
do.
do every single time?
Every single time, because you don't know what would you might give enough game in your consultation that that person no longer need to see you for that next step. So you want to protect yourself all the way around that board.
I wish I would have been under your wing um, many years ago, and you would have been able to teach me that, because I didn't know that a lot of the times. And if I can just be honest, because we being honest here on Exquisite Conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and if I could tell you how many times that a person would say to me, well, just could you tell me how you would strategically do this? What would you be your schematics? And me thinking that if I tell them the schematics of it, I'm going to win them over. And then next thing you know, we're going to do the NDA and sign the deal.
Yeah.
I would look up, and a week later, everything that I told them that I was going to do for them,
Got used.
they did it. I think that's everything that I said that I was going to do for them, they did it. And they did it well. You know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, I could not believe that they did that to me. After, like, and you know which person is gonna be too, right? That person that calls you that 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week.
Exactly.
The one that really wants you on their team. Yeah. So please, you guys, before you do anything, sign those contracts. Those contractual agreements mean everything. And if nothing else, that mutual non-disclosure. Because people disclose things to you too, as artists, as business people, and you don't want to make them feel uncomfortable as if you will let any of their information out, because you want that consultation to be definitely real and live. You got 15 minutes.
Exactly.
How long would you say a consultation should be too?
We normally do like a free 30-minute consultation, but anything over that, we charge. We'll give you, and really the 30-minute consultation be a breakdown. It's just you talking, explaining to us what you really need help with, and basically your goals, what your aspirations, what you're really trying to do, what's your business plan. So that get drawn out first before we even take it to the next step. And even after the NDA, before we even go into the contracts, we send an MOU, a memorandum of understanding. So that follows right after the NDA, stating we have an understanding that this is what you're going to do, and at the bottom of it is going to state what we came to do. So that get done before we even pull out real contracts, because we got to have an understanding first.
I love this show already.
Yeah.
I love this show already. And okay, so it's so many things. You do tours. So let me take you back. Let's go back. Before you became almighty, okay? Before you came almighty, did you know that you were going to be here where you are right now? Or did you at least have a vision of where you were? I mean, we all have a vision of where we're going to be. But when you were a little kid and you playing that piano, or you recording and editing and fast forward, and you don't really know you editing and on that radio or whatever it is we have. So like when you were back, did you know that like where you are right now, is this a dream come true, or is this something that you've manifested?
It's really manifestations, but also I could say, once you build a team, some people in your team dreams become yours, because some of these things that I'm doing wasn't even a part of my aspirations. It was just, some of my partners came in with some plans and they worked out, so we just stuck with the plan. But, I can't say all of it was, like dreams. So I could just say I manifested most of it, manifested all of it. But, like I say, some of it was just new. A lot of it's just new. These government contracts, these grants with the city of Charlotte, a lot of that stuff I didn't even think I'd ever do. I never thought I'd write a proposal for a grant.
Wow. And that's something that I'm really interested in, the government contracts, proposals, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm really interested into. And so what do you really like dabbling in? Nonprofits or just the LLCs and the INCs, or which one is your fave?
My favorite is the nonprofit, the 501c3. All because of the tax, the tax part of it, plus the helping side of it. You get a chance to benefit, because there's a lot of things out here. You get assistance and everything, but it depends on what you're trying to get assistance for. I wasn't the type to go out here and go get government aid from, I'm not knocking nobody who do. I don't want food stamps. Give me the government contracts to get a building. I could bring the food there later.
Come on.
That's how I feel about it. So it's other programs out here to help us be financially independent and financially free. It's just on us to go out here and do the knowledge to it and find it out and go, pressure ourselves into doing it, because you can go find it, but that don't mean you're going to take the necessary steps to do it. So I had to just take those steps.
Okay. All right. King Jacob.
But yeah, just to break it down though, I'll say the nonprofit is more important, but the other ones, they're important too, because all of them do different things. LLCs are very important, building business credit, getting established, getting, other type of money out here. You could get loans, you can get, sponsorships and stuff like that up under your LLC. But when it comes down to tax deductible things, you want to use a 501c3 or 501c4 to protect you on that end. It comes with, it's a game. You just got to learn how to play the game. Even with the corporations, they have major loopholes behind them as well. You can to take it all the way down. I want to give people information that's watching. If you want to go out here, I seen Waka Flocka break it down one day, but he didn't break it all the way down. You can go get the S corps and then get the LLCs. But on top of all that, you want to have a nonprofit. Like how Trump avoided, you can't evade taxes. That's illegal. But you can avoid it by doing the right things, by learning the loopholes, by learning the game. It's systematic. So if you go out here and play the game, they give you a chance, to use these laws. So with the nonprofits, you can send all your money to your nonprofit. And now it's tax deductible. You only got to show 1% back, and then you can pay yourself through your S corp, and then pay yourself through your LLC. Now all that is kind of free and clear. It's a whole nother game. You got to learn it. It's not an easy breakdown, but it's ways to just use those. You just got to use them. Get the money from the LLCs, the loans. Go get the grants and stuff with the 501c3s. Bring all that money back to the table and feed your companies. Then feed yourself, cut yourself checks. But cut yourself checks from the 501c3 because it's tax deductible.
You guys, he just gave you some, and me. He just gave you the game. Okay, so on Exquisite Conversation, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody about nothing. I know for sure. Louie gave y'all the game tonight.
Yeah, that's a chess piece right there. That's a checkmate.
I'm trying to tell you, listen to what he said. I mean, if you want to record it, if you want to rewind it, we're going to go ahead and chop it up. We got somebody in the background in the production. That's the branding. She knows what to do. Chop that up, and we're going to replay that on our Instagram, because that's for the ones that don't know. Now you know, and for the ones who thought they knew, like myself, and now I know more.
Yeah.
So tell me, for that 501c3 and writing grant proposals, what should people know the minimal amount of money you should be bringing into your company? Because you have to know you got to know how much money you bring into your company when you write that grant. And
but it depends though. Sorry to cut your wisdom. It really depends. It depends on the grant. If you get in a grant, maybe 50 grand, they only want to see that your company possibly making no more than 20,000 or 10,000 a year or something. It's a new company. You can get smaller money, but when you want that big money, you really gotta be bringing in the right amount of funds, but also doing the right things with the funds. With those grants, it's not necessarily the money. It's about, like we mentioned before, in those contracts, you're stating certain things. When you do those grants, they're gonna send you like non-disclosures and MOUs. And in that MOU, before you even get a chance to do it, you got to do like a letter of intent, or LOI. So in your letter of intent, in your intentions, what are your intentions with this money that we're going to give you? So inside that letter of intent, you got to state, what are you going to do with that money? How you going to spend it? What you going to spend it on? And when it's done, you got to give all that information back. You can be one of those people out here that be negligent and spend that money frivolous, but you will never get another grant again. So don't never, take disadvantage of these opportunities. Take full advantage. Do it right. Tell people you're going to use the money to help people. By you helping somebody else, you can help yourself. For instance, these book bag drives. If a parent out here struggling right now, you don't even need 501c3s for these. You could just have a regular LLC. And sometimes all you have to do is just use your name and your social. Just come in as a sole proprietor. And they'll give you small funds, anything less than like $1,000. So let's say you struggling this year and you ain't got the money to really help your kids, bless your kids with book bags and the papers you can go fill out one of these $1,000 grants, go out here and do a book bag drive for the community. They just gave you $1,000. Now you got a few kids in the community, some book bags, but you also got your kids' book bags in that deal. So this is the way that you take advantage of this free money. You don't go out here and spend it frivolous. Like I said, you use it to your advantage. If you don't have food, go out here and do a food drive. Now the community got food and you got food in your fridge. So you gotta just do it the right way. Don't go out here and misuse it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I thank you so much for answering those questions for me. We definitely gonna chop it up. I sent you a friend request.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you a friend request. And King Jacob, I'll hand the mic over to you.
All right. So Louie.
Jake Money.
Louie D. Lou Almighty. Oh, let me phrase it. Mr. So Unbeatable. Louie D. Lou Almighty. So for people that don't know, man, why did you give yourself the title, and why did the community uphold that title, and then why did what we call fanship, like you got friendship, you got fanship.
Yeah.
Why did the fanship uphold that title? And when the music executives really heard, because you did some real interesting tours earlier in your career when people wouldn't open up for Pitbull, when he wouldn't let any artists on the tour. You know what I mean? When people couldn't shake hands with Flo Rida.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? And so you did that early in your career, man. And so tell me how you became so unbeatable. And you still running to this day.
Man. And you already know, Jake, it's self-explanatory, man. I really don't do it myself, man. I just go out here and bless the babies, bless the streets, and they give me the names, man. They call me what they think I am. Really, the gods call me Almighty. The people in the community call me Almighty. They call me so unbeatable. I just, we roll with the punches. Being resilient is a part of the game. You're gonna face these hardships in life, but can you still get up that day or that next day to make sure that book bag drive, that studio open, those kids are prepared, your kids prepared, you prepared. It takes a lot, man. You gotta be so unbeatable, man. You gotta have that thick skin, especially in this entertainment world. We knew from the beginning that it's a treacherous game. So when you coming in knowing that it's treacherous and hearing all these sob stories of these artists getting raped, getting taken advantage of, people inside the business getting taken advantage of, when you come in and hearing those stories, you already know, man, hey, I gotta come in with thick skin or just prepare to just leave the game like a lot of the people do. Some people just fold out and quit, but I've been in it over 20 years, man. I'm still pumping, and I'm still youthful.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
So it definitely not for the weak. And so, man, upon that, now you have a song that resonated with me to let me know that you were so unbeatable. We got Boston and Miami playing in the series right now, and you said you got that Bill Russell flow, man.
I got that Bill Russell flow, bro.
You say you got that, and Bill Russell got the most championships ever. He got 11.
11 of them things, man. 11 of them things.
So you talk about Kobe, you talk about Mike, but you tell me you got that Bill Russell flow. So why did you particularly compare yourself to the great Bill Russell?
The comparison really came from, the work ethic, but also, you know, Bill Russell wasn't only a player, man. He coached. He
Right.
coached while he played. So that's the significance that a lot of, you know, players don't get a chance to do. So me personally, I got a chance to coach in the game and play in the game. So that's how that Bill Russell thing came about, bro. It's like I'm an artist, but I'm a CEO too. You know, I could come out here and touch the microphone if I need to, but I could also, you know, sit back and just coach my team and show them, hey man, this the way to do it. So that's how that vernacular came, man. You know, I got that Bill Russell flow, man. Michael Jordan swag. Y'all think Michael Jordan bad? Man, I got 5 more rings than Michael Jordan had.
I love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So with that being said, man, you became the CEO of Classified Music Group later in your career, and what you was able to do with Classified Music Group, is you ran it like a label, but it's actually a artist development firm. And if we know anything about the major labels, they took artist development out. And so why is artist development so important to a person like you that's been on the front line of artistry, but now you're on the front line of being a labor owner, being a CEO and a founder, and just really teaching artists not the game. So I wrote a synopsis in the post, and you know what I said about the firm is that, you know, it's not only a label or artist development firm, but it's a place where artists get a lot of wisdom about the music industry and learn how to create residual income for the rest of their life. So why was that important to you to teach artists that?
Man, back to the top. You know, you hear those sob stories. You hear a lot of those artists come in saying how the labels did them. And I know it's not because the labels are unfair. Labels just working their job. They gave you a contract. It was the fact that you avoided to do the knowledge and learn what that paperwork said. So it wasn't nothing illegal about it. So me, I said, let me come in from the forefront. You know, you always got to start at the foundation of it, start at the root. So I can't come in and educate a lot of those artists that already, you know, they naive, they older in their 20s or past 18 years old. We try to focus on the babies. We got the youth at we got a couple programs with the youth, educating them. We always gave free studio time to anybody under 18. So when we do our music seminars, we try to make sure the youth is educated, you know, because if they can learn it from the ground up at a young age and get the development side through the seminars and the workshops, they don't have to necessarily come in first with that mentality thinking, I got to be an artist. Now they can come in and saying, yo, I can be a boss. I could be an entrepreneur. I could be a songwriter and be an entrepreneur. So it's just that development stage, giving them different aspects of the music game, like not necessarily just showing them the artist side. We're trying to show you that it's a business and you can be a part of the business. You could be a manager. You could be an A&R. You could be anything. You could be a choreographer. You know, it's just what's your skill set. So coming in just teaching the babies at an early age is, you know, that kind of cuts out, you know, a lot of that skin in the game as far as, you know, allowing them to get far inside the music business. And, you know, then you hear those sob stories. If you educate them early, man, it's easy. You already know it knocks it out early. So they'll come back like, nah, I read this contract. I learned this in this program with Classified. We did this. Nah, they said that wasn't the right thing to do. They'll have that knowledge before they even get in their 18, 19, 20 year. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we just coming in from the foundation, God.
Right. Okay. So with that being said, man, we're gonna talk about you as a little bit, Louie D. So, you know, we know you ill on that mic, and you kind of, you know, you put that torch on that mic when you speak into it. So, but besides you being a dope lyricist, I never asked you this, man, out of all the years we've been rocking, man, but I just wanted to know, man, how the hell a hip hop lyricist gets Songwriter of the Year and R&B artist couldn't even get it?
Yeah, that's real, bro. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that acknowledgement. I don't know, man. I don't know. They gave it to me. I guess the song was hot, but you know, I write it all, man. I ain't just a rapper. I love
I
hip
know,
hop.
I know.
That's you know, that's the boot camp side. That's the part I came in loving the most. But you know, on a music side, I like listening to R&B more, man. I like to turn on the slow jams. You know, I like to listen to jazz. I like to listen. I sit back in the car, honestly, man, just listen to elevator music. I play the channels with the classicals and be forgetting that I put it on that channel. I just be zoned out, man. I just love music. So that's
Right.
kind of the reason why. I just love music. It ain't just hip hop. Hip hop just that, you know, that beginning stage. That's why I fell in love with it at.
Right. So this is the $1 million question for artists, promoters, PRs, CEOs, you know, everybody. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Louis, tell people
I
how
want you
long
to.
you have not worked the job and you begin paying off your music.
Yeah, it's been going, man. It's been a while now. I used to say like 10 years, like 10 years ago, but
Right.
it's been a while now, man. It's just creating something else, you know. Like me and my partner said earlier, I got a couple business partners that I only do music business with, and you know, conversation came up about the other businesses that you know I put my finger on, like, yo, how come we don't, you know, do that type of business with you? Everything ain't for everybody. So, you know, you got to learn to separate it. But also, you know, a long time ago, this manager kind of, you know, this dude was trying to manage me, but he said like some very irritable things to me. He told me, man, you trying to do too much, man. You trying to wear too many hats. You ain't going to never make it wearing too many hats. But paying attention to the music business and really learning the music business, you gotta wear multiple hats, man. You can't
Yeah.
just sit back thinking you're gonna make money from music when the game changed every day. Now they got streaming. Now they got social media paying you. So if you're not paying attention to all the ways that you can make money in music, you could even get sidetracked from that. Like you you gotta wear multiple hats in order to make multiple sources of income. You know, like I don't know where a person told you you can't do a lot of things. That a person that can't do a lot of things can't do no thing in
Mm,
my book.
mm.
That's facts. That's facts, bro. That's facts. You know, we had them old school grandpas and them uncles and be like, I'd be like, Uncle, you know how to do that? He'd be like, well, yeah.
Yeah,
He said,
exactly.
you got to know how to do 10 to 12 things. If you don't, man, you can't eat.
No, you
Yeah.
can't
You know
eat.
what I mean?
Man.
You know, so and then Lou, man, let's talk about what's on your shirt
Oh
for
yeah,
for people to understand that.
classified apparel. That's the brand merchandise. Classified Music Group is the artist development firm, but we have Classified Apparel, which is the apparel brand that really signifies the artist. So if you support the brand, you supporting every artist that came through our artist development program. So um, even with the city of Charlotte, they gave us funds to get more product to, you know, make sure the artists out here got product on, know what branding is, know how to brand themselves. So, you know, we just take the brand development stages from just classified apparel and show other artists how to create their own apparel as well. So it's bigger than just classified. The wings actually give everybody wings. Once you come over here, we throw the wings on your back. Now you got your own wings.
I want some.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you for real. Send me your address. I'm gonna send some stuff out. I gotta send Jacob stuff out this week too. I definitely got some merch.
Okay, I definitely will send that over to you. You didn't accept the friend request yet, so you probably just haven't ran by it, but I'll definitely send that over to you. But I would also like, my son has a brand and it's called Born Hungry. And just because it's called Born Hungry, I think you kind of get it.
Yeah, so
And I would like to introduce you to him. But that's a whole nother conversation. We'll do the outside of here.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So out of everything you do, okay, I'm just gonna assume that you love to deal with kids and people and helping people from what you said about the 501c3. So out of everything you do, out of PR, out of branding, out of making music, you know, what's the thing that you meditate on? Like, I'm getting in your head. Like, what do you think about when you just sitting back thinking, like you said, you be in the zone listening to that elevated music? What do you be thinking about?
It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot, honestly. But I meditate on different things though, and I do meditate. I meditate on a lot of different things. Creating the whole artist development firm, like just saying Classified Music Group. That's like a small portion. Classified Music Group got the artist development firm. We got the apparel. We got the beverages. We got Classified Beverage Co. You know, Classified. You know, it is. And then we got the partnership where we're gonna be creating studios around the world. You know,
Wow.
so it's bigger. So my meditation be on a lot of different things, making sure these buildings get built. Because if the buildings get built, the babies got places to go. You know, we just keep. So my motivation and my meditation come from different things. So it's hard to just tap in on, you know, one stream. We gotta do a couple interviews.
Okay,
But,
we will do that though. We definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, but I meditate on all of it. Sometimes it just be empty meditation, you know, just blocking everything out just so the stuff can come freely to me, you know, the ideals and the opportunities. So sometimes I just block everything out when I meditate.
You seem so laid back, right? Like you just seem so chill. Like nothing bothers you. Like you don't ever get bothered. You don't ever get riled up. It's like you so chill. Like,
I used to be like that.
did you? Okay, so you used to get angry. Used to be like zero.
No, I used to be super chill. Now, you know, like I'm not gonna say it bothered me. Now I had to get back in my calm stage. Like last year, you know, we had so much tension, COVID, and a whole bunch of stuff. You know, you can get out of whack. But like I say, that's when that's so unbeatable got to come out of me. You know, I gotta get back on my resilient. You know, and I'm back on my bullshit. Y'all say I can go wild on y'all show, so we gonna go wild.
Yeah, let's go wild. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. So with your family, because you know you got family, we are family,
Mm-hmm.
and they see you. Do they treat you different, or are you just Louie to them? Like, hey, Louie, like, or is they like
Both.
both?
You
Yeah.
get treated different by the older ones because you got different expectations from some certain people too. You know,
Yep.
you got some of the homies, the friends that you grew up with that think you should be at a level that they thought you should have been on. Record deals, you know, record deals ain't everything. I wanted to be an independent boss from day one. I never wanted to sign a record deal unless it's the right deal. I make sure I clarify that too. Unless it's the right deal, unless it's the right partnership. But you know, but the babies, when I go back home, my little nephews, my nieces, they say all the right stuff. Oh man, you a millionaire, you did, you know. I
Right.
just love hearing the kids. When you hear the kids talk, let the kids throw it out there. I'm cool with the kids.
Because they keep it real. They keep
Yeah,
it real.
they tell you what you need to hear. They keep you motivated.
Yes,
You hear enough kids tell you a millionaire, you gonna be a millionaire.
absolutely.
Yeah, you can't let them down. You can let all your other friends down, but them babies, you can't let them down. You gotta show them a way. You gotta show them as a way out.
Absolutely. I was just telling my cousin that the other day. I was like, these kids make you do things that you don't want to do sometimes.
Yeah, they do. Because they watch it. They watch everything.
Yes.
Yeah, they
And you
see
don't
you.
want to tell them anything and not make it happen. Because then that's like you letting them down, you know?
Yeah.
Keep your word. So I don't know. We in the house, we in the building with a legend, a true boss. And you guys are steady hitting me up. And I know you guys see me looking down and I'm smiling, and it ain't even nothing but people trying to talk to you. And I'm trying to tell them, you guys get in here on the page. You guys, y'all can come talk to them, ask them questions, say whatever you want to say to them. Y'all can stop texting me and messaging me because he here live. Come on in and talk to him. You know what I'm saying?
Come on in.
Y'all can come ask him anything. He's very, very, very easy to talk to, and he's giving y'all valuable information. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, you guys. Chucky Man said, "What's happening?" All these people, you guys get in the page and say hi, and just ask him some real questions though. You guys don't be coming on here playing. We talk. We grown tonight. We talking about some real life stuff that He's making or breaking your life, you guys. He could change your life. Follow these simple instructions, and it can make a difference. So when we talk about magazines, when it comes to magazines and being an editor or having a magazine pushed out, because Live Nation is a big deal. Like, people, if y'all don't know about Live Nation is a big deal. When you get to talk to somebody on Live Nation, like, this is like an honor. I don't even really know what's the next question to ask you.
Yeah, just to give them information on Live Nation. Like, if a lot of people don't know who Live Nation is the nation side of Rock Nation. They collaborated where Tidal, Jay-Z company, which is Rockefeller, but they took all the Rockefeller stuff away and they created a new partnership. And Live Nation is the touring aspect of it. You know, this is where they get the shows and the shows and the live appearances. You know, it comes from this big company. So yeah, we got a chance to work with Live Nation. It started, it's like 2017, 2016, something like that.
2016 to be exact.
Yeah, 2016. That was the first events we started doing. We had to do their rock and roll concerts down at Myrtle Beach. So, you know, that's where we come from. I come from the background of, you know, throwing my own shows, throwing my own parties. I never was the type to go out here and beg for a show. I'm cool with selling my own shows, selling my own tickets, getting out here hand and feet, and packing out my own party by selling these tickets. So, you know, when you get that experience, it's easy to walk in somebody else's door that can give you bigger platforms. You know, all you got to do is prove your background, your work ethic.
That's called their footwork, and that's what a lot of artists don't have nowadays, is that footwork. That soldier padding their feet. You know what I mean? You got the little towel on your neck, and you're wiping the sweat off because you in them streets. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, the footwork, man. So Lou, man, what I want to talk about, man, the next thing I want to talk about is explaining to artists how important music publishing is and how many ways they can get paid from their music publishing.
Publishing, man, that's the bag. That's the serious bag. You know, the publishing aspect, you got so many different ways to get paid. You can drop your music first and foremost and get paid, and they got to make sure it's done right too. So I'm gonna give you a rundown on top to bottom on what you do when you drop your product. First, you want to do is get you an LLC under your brand name. A lot of people, I'm gonna give y'all some game that people ain't gonna never give you game on. If your name Lil Ratbat and you an artist, go get Little Ratbat LLC. Once you get that LLC, go get that bank account. That's a business bank account. Once you get that business bank account, keep that thing in good standing. Put money in it. Keep sending money to it, because now you in qualifications to get a loan up under your business rap name. And if you keep building up your business, you know, with keeping it, you know, in good standing, you can get qualified for the money that you need. You don't have to go out here and beg a record label. You can go out here and build your business credit up, Lil Ratbat LLC, by doing small things. You can go to a music store that allows you to purchase your thing on your credit card, your business credit card. Pay it off. Keep paying off everything you need. Go get you some microphones. Go get you the stuff to pay off your product. Now, when your credit goes up and you got business credits established up under your rap name, now you can go to a major record label and get the money that you really want, because now you have $1 million in credit through yourself. Now you can go to a label and say, man, I don't need $1 million. I can get $1 million tomorrow from the bank. Give me 10. Give me 20. Because I know how to get $1 million. I done did $1 million on my own. See, a lot of artists, they don't understand how to leverage their LLCs, leverage their name, leverage your credit. And then once you get your LLC and you leverage in your bank account, now you go out here and go create these platforms that you need. Go out here and get a pro, BMI or ASCAP. After you get a pro, now you want to get all your publishing accounts right. You want to get Sound Exchange. You want to get Song Trust. Both of those companies collect publishing royalties worldwide. And if you got all these lined up properly, you will get 99% of your royalties back. A lot of artists don't go get the publishing because they don't understand. First and foremost, the publishing gonna cost money to get. Song Trust, they charge $100. But if you, I'm gonna see if I can get a code to give to y'all because I'm signed up with Song Trust, and the CEO be having like Zoom meetings from time to time, and I be on them, and they'll give me like a discount code to give to the artist. So we could possibly get like a $25 discount and make it $75. Sign up with Song Trust, get that discount, and start collecting your publishing royalties. Because publishing, it comes in a different narrative. You got two different pies in the music business. You got that master pie, that's 100%, and then that publishing pie is 100%. But artists that only has like SoundCloud and TuneCore, and they don't have that publishing, you'll never get that money, and nobody gonna ever give you that money. Matter of fact, last year it was so much missing publishing money from independent artists that never went to collect it, that the companies was giving the money to big artists. They just said, hey man, this young artist, he never came to collect his publishing in 3 years. We're gonna give this to Drake. So Drake, Lil Wayne, T.I., all those top artists receive your publishing checks because you didn't go out here and do your due diligence and get it properly. And that publishing, like I said, it come a million different ways. You can get paid. You can get paid from your social media now. You can get paid from the beat, the actual the production. If you make the beat, that's a whole nother check. And then if you enter that movie world, them checks forever. You get a check when you get a check when your song hit the movie. Then you get a check if the movie hit Redbox. That's another check. Then you get a check when the movie hit television. And you know how, don't let BET get a hold of that movie. Your joint will be playing, it's a rap. You're gonna be playing all week. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be playing your joint every week, and your song's gonna be playing out. So that's a whole nother check. And the publishing game different, man. It just, that's the abundant part of it. The regular masters, that comes when you put in work. But that publishing check, that's forever.
Right. So artists, you heard it first, man. I try to tell artists, man, like it's some people that I have in my circle that, boy, look at him, man. I said, man, look, man, like, and then see, I told the artist, I said, yeah, I can plug you with Almighty. I said, but it's gonna be a fee, because if you want your stuff set up right, where you're gonna get paid, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, he'll set you up, man. I mean, that's a part of his artist services. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what he do. So, and well, man, okay. Oh man, you asked me, I told you. I can plug you in, but for me plugging you in, that's a fee too. No, bro, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? That's a fee too. You know what I mean? It's called
because of the information. They not paying for you. They not paying for me. They paying for information. They paying for the knowledge. They paying for experience. They paying for not having to go through those mistakes. I'm finna give you some information that is gonna make you avoid a lot of slowdowns and drag backs and missed time. That's what you're paying for. You're not gonna pay me just because I can tell you. No, like they say, it was a guy, it's a story about this guy that they couldn't fix a part on the boat. So they called this engineer in and said, hey man, can you fix this? He said, yeah, $100,000 I can fix it. He turned the screw. They gave him his check. It's like, you ain't do nothing but turn the screw. Nah, I ain't just turn the screw. All the years that I learned, I knew what screw to turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made you not turn the wrong screw. You get what I'm saying? So you ain't paying for me turning the screw. The easy job is not easy. I made you avoid all the hard part.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then, Lou, man, we gonna talk about a couple partnerships you had, man. And and one in particular, and I know what I seen you do with the Cloud9 energy drink and the Cloud9 vodka.
Yeah.
So man, how did that part in and the dudes that own Cloud9, like they some brilliant cats. So
Yeah.
so for you to be plugged up and matched up with them, man, how did you move so many units, man? And if you can explain to Nicole what the Cloud9 energy drink and vodka is, and
Yeah.
how you move it.
Yeah, the Cloud9 beverage is actually an all natural energy drink, but since it has like maca root and honey goat weed, we had to call it an aphrodisiac because of the benefits that it has. But it's all natural. Everything in it is all natural. It's an all natural stimulant. It gives you a boost of energy, but also it's like a euphoria. It make you feel amazing. It's a great drink. It's a great drink. I love the product. And anything I endorse, I gotta like first. So I like the product first. It tastes great, look great. It's a purple. It's actually a purple bottle, but the drink is also a light purple. So it all is very attractive. The women love it. It's a all natural elixir as well. So you get the health sides, but if you're a party goer or a person that love to have fun, you can take this alternative drink now and pour it inside, one of your favorite alcoholic beverages, and now you have this perfect elixir, but it neutralizes all the sugar. So now you have a more healthier drink. You pour this inside your Coca-Cola, it neutralizes the sugar. So now you have a more, even though Coca-Cola isn't a healthy drink, but it makes it better. It take a lot of that sugar out. So it's one of the best products on the planet. I love it. It sells out fast, like you say, and that comes with the game too, So I'm not gonna allow people, to skip steps. If you get a great product and it moves fast, you must be prepared to pick up, that performance. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's selling out, it can get so hectic to the point that you sell out the product. Now you waiting on product. So don't put yourself in a position. Make sure you have a team in place and you have your orders in place. So when it sells out, if your product sells out, you already got a warehouse or a store full, so you won't be waiting, because that became a dilemma for me. We'll sell out so much that now we waiting on product. Now we waiting on product, and people calling, people wanting it. So you want to make sure everything is prepared when it comes to business. Always keep your inventory up. Even if it's not selling as fast as you want it to, keep inventory up just in case. One day you might get that spark, and the vodka came in with us clearing that beverage deal. So then we worked something out with Cloud9 Vodka, some brothers out there in DC, African American company, all black company. These brothers just like what we was doing with the beverage, and like I say, this beverage is an all natural elixir. So when they tasted it with their product, oh man, this hand in hand. We got Cloud9 Vodka with Cloud9 beverage. Man, we can sell them hand in hand. So that's how we started doing them as bundles, packages, but special orders in certain areas, friends and family, in areas that the alcoholic beverage is not on the market yet. So just to get it out there. And even with that game, if you get the alcohol, it's certain laws. That's the headache we went through in Charlotte. They have like the bars and they go through like the liquor distribution companies. So if your beverage isn't on their, on their roster, they can't really do business with you, but you can go out here and make it hot, make the streets want it, make the streets bad for it. Then, they'll give you a chance to do like meet and greets, little opening tastings at their location. So that's how we did with the vodka. We did the tastings. We even got some more tastings and stuff coming up. But, doing things like that just to make it hot. And, it's all about getting the bag. So we're in the process of, possibly, like I say, classified beverage code. It's our own beverage company now. So we'll be launching our own beverages within the next year or two. So we're just trying to keep it on the wraps because I'm trying to do something special. I want to do something different. I don't drink alcohol, like liquor, hard liquor like I used to. I'm more of a wine and champagne type guy now. So just know we got something special coming. If I tell y'all that, hint, hint, you know, just know I got something special coming.
Okay, you know I'll be on deck. You know I'll be on deck for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Because I
Yeah.
do not drink either, but I will sip some wine.
Yeah, I sip some wine and some champagne. I can't do that heavy stuff no more.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
rock star lifestyle might not make it.
Okay.
Boy, look here. Man, you talking about some time. Listen, bro.
Listen,
I used to
Listen,
bust them
boy.
bottles down, man. I had to slow down on that.
Yeah, man. Like,
I couldn't
boy.
make. I wouldn't make it if I, man. Because honestly, that's how I felt. You know, in that Tupac movie, when I first got the vodkas, I'm in the crib with cases, and I'm looking like, nah, I can't drink this stuff, man. We gotta get this stuff out here. So I started thinking about that little line in that Tupac movie. His mom was like, they gonna give you everything to destroy yourself with it. So, you know, I decided to take all that stuff and build myself with it. Don't drink the alcohol, sell the alcohol to the people who, you know, enjoy that type of product.
Absolutely.
So,
Right. I feel you, man. I feel that. So, you know, yeah, man, I seen you move both of them. And man, I also seen you do a 4th of July celebration when you had the No Limit soldiers in the building.
yeah.
You
Yeah, they
know?
just showed up, man. They was on
Yeah,
tour. No
Master
Limit was on
P,
tour.
Fiend, all of them, man.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that
how was
was
that
amazing.
experience? How was that experience to have the No Limit soldiers crash your party, bro?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Jake. That was big to me, man. Especially when I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting nobody to show up, but I did have knowledge that No Limit was on tour that week. They had their reunion tour. So when my cousin called me and said, "Hey, man, Fiend trying to get in the door," I'm like, "What? Fiend? Fiend who? A Fiend or a Fiend from No Limit?" Man, when I found out it was Fiend from No Limit, man, it was like, that's a dream that came true. That's another one. You know, I wasn't expecting that
But
though,
you,
but I was a big No Limit fan, man.
but you know what happened, right? And Ars, I want you to pay attention. When you throw events, you have to have that 90-second radio campaign going through surrounding counties, and that's what
Yeah,
happened, Lou.
yeah,
You
yeah.
had the campaign
Yeah,
going, bro, and so
yeah,
and you know when people come in town, that's from out of town, they gonna really see what station popping in that particular city, and they heard what was going on.
yeah.
You know the event that you having, they was like, oh yeah, I need to go to that because the way the radio was hitting it, man, you would even think that you was gonna have Madonna walking there, bro, because the radio was on it, bro. Like the
Yeah,
radio
yeah,
was on it, bro, for real, for real. So
yeah.
that
Nah, but the radio do give that illusion though, man. You know, just
yeah,
like I say, back to the beginning, like the kids, you know, when they hear you on the radio, ooh, it's like a different thing, man. It's a different sensation. It's like, you know, it's no such thing as making it. Making it is what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? You can make it by saying, you know, I escaped poverty, you know, just by, you know, working a 9 to 5. So I'm never going to tell nobody making it is because you got a record deal or something like that. But hearing the little kids, you know, like I said, it'd be funny, man. Just funny that. And plus, radio do give that illusion. Once you get on radio, it make people be like, oh shoot, hold up, he doing something that you don't see a regular person do. Hold up, I only hear the big people on the radio. I only hear superstars on the radio. How he on the radio? It's just a
right.
part of the game, you know. That's a part of the game artists gotta learn, and it's easy to sneak in on it, man. It's just a game. If you ain't got a budget for radio, and also before I even mention radio, you only go to radio when you're ready to promote a product. All right, so all y'all artists out here, if you ain't got a product to promote, leave them people alone. Leave them people alone. Go mess with the clubs and go mess with people to get your buzz right now, because radio and television is when you have a product ready to sell.
But and make them understand what that means, because some people don't understand what that means. When
Yeah,
you
like the whole thing of it, you know, put it like this. When you walk inside the gas stations and you look inside the sodas, the soda machine, like the refrigerator part, you see Coke, you see Sprite, but also you see Sprite flyers, Coke flyers, the banners, the posters. Like they're in the process of selling the product, And when they ready to sell, they know they have the finished product. We have everything behind it, the branding, the marketing, the street team, everything, flyers, promo, and we have a budget to push this product. So it's like, don't go there just because you have a CD. That CD got to have some backing behind it. Financial backing is the biggest thing. You're going to hear a lot of, like T-Pain got an interview, and there's some other artists that's talking. I think it was Young Dolph, rest in peace. He was talking about how it take like $200,000 to break through radio. And that's true, but it's other ways to break through by, like I said, by just playing the game, by going out here promoting your product the right way, hitting the streets first, hitting the places that's free first. There's a lot of free things first. Don't go straight to radio. Don't go straight to TV because you got to have money for that stuff.
Right, Lou, you right.
But it's a game. Like I said, it's a game though, Jake. It's ways to get on radio without having to spend a lot of money. There's some game artists. I'm finna get y'all some games, so take notes. Get you a clean song, a hot, clean song. If your song clean and it's hot, take that song and now go to the radio and say, hey, man, I want you to put together a commercial for me. Pay one of those DJs or those radio personalities to put together a commercial for you. Only thing your commercial gonna probably say is, hey, man, this is Lil Rat Bat dropping my new single, Shake 'Em Up, right here on 101.044 FM. And next thing you know, the rest of the commercial is just your song playing out. It's just playing out.
Right.
So that can create a narrative where people can go look up that song if they like it. Mm-hmm. And that don't cost a lot of money. You can get that radio. You can get like a 30-day campaign where your joint at least playing once a day for a whole 30 days for probably like $300 to $400. It's going to only be for like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, but take advantage of those seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, Lou, you said that young Dolph said, and I heard him say that too, but I kind of disagree.
Like I say, it's around it. It's ways around it.
You remember the dude Cash Out, right?
Yep.
So Cash Out mom used to hit my IG up all the time, right? And me and her used to build. And I was asking, I was like, man, your son got out there real quick. She said, oh, Jacob, all I did was a $9,000 radio campaign. She said FM Clear Channel, college radio, internet, and satellite radio. I did a $9,000 campaign, and she said the rest is history.
Honestly, the baby did the same thing. He did like a $10,000 campaign first, then he came back and did a $20,000 campaign when the $10,000 campaign paid off.
Yeah.
And he was just hitting the Chitlin circuits. The baby, he gave artists the plan in the Carolinas. He showed you consistency pays off. Put your budget behind the radio. Let your name pop in the city, but be out there working. This dude was dropping consistently, man. You gotta give him props. He dropped what I think 6 projects in 6 months before he got the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you got to think about all the work he was putting in before he got out there. It wasn't because
And then radio is still the number one form of communication.
Yeah, please tell them. People don't understand that. Yeah. You got to get the radio. So radio is, I don't care if it's XM, I don't care if it's FM. Radio is where I started off in radio and I interned for like 7 years. Yeah,
radio where you want to be. And like you say, it don't matter what part of the radio, you can get an AM station.
Right.
As long as you sending marketing dollars, making people go to that channel that you on. Mm-hmm. That's all it takes now. And they see that. They should be able to see that through social media, man. Social media is so big right now. You can blow up off of TikTok, Facebook, but all those people is doing is putting marketing dollars behind their product.
Yeah.
Then the marketing dollar. For an independent artist just coming out, just starting off as a PR, and you tell them, they do the retainer fee first, how it goes, right? Paperwork. What would you say that they would need for a marketing dollar to get them started?
It depends on what they're trying to do. But from a minimum to a maximum, you shouldn't try to push no product at all with less than $5,000. You shouldn't have no less than $5 grand.
$5 grand, what, a quarter, a month?
That could be a quarterly.
$5 grand quarterly, okay.
Yeah, like $5 grand a quarter can do some justice. It can really do some justice. You can get your product created. You can get in the studio, get a whole project done. You have enough marketing dollars to get merchandise, flyers, promo stuff, and enough money to do social media campaigns. And you don't have to target the radio just yet. Just target social media right now and make yourself hot and make the radios want you.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, so unbeatable.
Yeah, but like the facts. But on a maximum scale, not too high, but still a starting out budget. Like I say, 5 is the minimum. But like if you really want to touch something, have 10 to 20 grand. You can touch something. You can really heat up. You can heat up a region. You can be the hottest on this side, like in 3-4 states at one time. And you know, artists don't know how to take advantage of that because they don't know analytics neither, though. So that's another part of the game when it comes to marketing. You know, marketing and promotion is almost the same thing. Promotion, you know, I always break this down to a lot of the artists. Promotion, you getting flyers, postcards, business cards, everything you need. Marketing, you getting flyers, postcards, everything you need. The only difference is promo, you just putting it out there. Marketing, you looking at the numbers. What did this gas station do when I dropped my CDs off? Was it any in there still? Was it any gone? Did I have any left? Now let me write down those numbers. Now let me go check out these other stores. Let me go check out these other demographics because an artist can get on the radio. This happened to me early in my music career. Mm-hmm. You get a buzz and get yourself mentioned, like let's say Texas loving your music, but you still one of those artists, man, I got a bubble in the Carolinas. I want the Carolinas. I want my home team. But Texas is playing your music, but you haven't sent no marketing dollars to Texas. You haven't did nothing to make Texas say, yo, I want to book him. We love him. We playing his music. Look on your Spotify. Your number one demographic is Texas, but you haven't spent no marketing dollars in Texas. You haven't sent no Facebook flyer towards Texas. You keep spending $10 to $20 sending it to the Carolinas. No, market in your demographic that's winning. If you're winning in another market, apparently that market, like you just heard the key word in that. That's marketing. Market, when that market likes you, send marketing dollars that way. Because now this is your market. This is the people that like you. This is where your product is selling. Quit trying to sell your product in a place that's not buying your product. Me, personally, the Carolinas love me, but North Carolina impressed me more than my home state. Possibly because I sounded more upstate. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to go to where my market opened up. Then you can bring it back home or bring it worldwide. Now you just got to crack that door open once it's open, you know, and a lot of artists skip that step because, like I say, they want to be hot somewhere else. I want to be hot in my city. I want to be the man in my hometown, but your hometown ain't bought not one album. They haven't streamed your CD yet. They haven't listened to the whole album yet. But you still want your product there, man. You gotta be a fool to still be spending your money in the same spot with nobody buying your shit.
That's right. That's word. Luke, so man.
I noticed that people do want to do that. You know, people do want to do that when you don't get heard at home as a PR. To change the mind frame of an artist. Or anyone for that matter, because people, it just doesn't happen in the music industry. It happens in every industry.
Yeah, everything, in every industry.
Every industry, even where we're talking about books, authors, people that are on farms, and just all kind of things and different type of genres that we've touched.
Even the clothes.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted South Carolina and North Carolina to buy my product. I wanted to serve the urban culture. But to be honest, the Caucasians, the white people love simple stuff, so they buy it more. You know, so I'm not going to say, hey man, I just want my people to buy. No, I'm finna cater to everybody now, and I'm gonna cater to
Right.
these people that want to buy the product. So, you know, you can always backtrack and create a new product for your people just to give it a trial run. You know, everything is about trial and error. What works, keep doing it. What don't work, move it out the way.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Absolutely. And I noticed that people always want to be at home. Even me as a PR, I didn't start here. I didn't start at home. I didn't start in Chicago. And it was just like, well, I gotta start at home. But you know, when you out in Atlanta, when you out somewhere else in Florida, wherever, you know, why wouldn't you, be there? Why wouldn't you play the game there? Why wouldn't you, be in a movie there? Whatever the case may be. And then you branch out, and then you start pushing out, because that's when you're going to bring the crowd in.
Yeah, exactly.
And do you find being APR and brander one of the harder parts of the game for you?
Yeah, I can say that. I can honestly say that.
Yeah, it is. I think well, maybe branding and marketing isn't and guerrilla marketing isn't so much that hard, but
I like that last word you said, that guerrilla marketing. Like, they don't know that part. They don't know that guerrilla marketing.
That guerrilla marketing serious.
Yeah,
When
that's serious.
you in the
That's
bar
really that hands and feet.
shops and the nail shops and the massage parlors and every company and every gas station and
hands and feet with it.
Yeah, when you walk in and you put on your New Balances when it's going down.
Yeah.
Then you wake up early in the morning, that gas station, if they told you they don't want nothing in and you still go to the bathroom and slip the cards over on the side.
Right.
Slip you back by that lottery machine.
Take your flyers over all the gas pumps.
Hey Lou, I tell people all the time, man, hitting that pavement, man, I know cats, I was telling these young artists that I said, man, I know cats, we're here in the Carolinas, boys, so sell 20, 30,000 out the trunk in one summer.
We definitely did a lot of summers like that, man.
Man. We was out on that pavement.
Yeah. I can honestly say I appreciate that part of the hustle, man. I got a chance to do it. Like I said, I come from that era where, I love Master P. I love the Jay-Z's, them my idols, them the guys I grew up liking, and them was the guys that was out the trunk with it. I was always out the trunk with it. I remember me grabbing 5,000 CDs and really selling all them joints, going up the whole East Coast from New York. Then we stopped in VA. Then we stopped in North Carolina and South Carolina. Then we went down to Georgia and Florida, all in 1 week. You know what I'm saying? Like, this a week. This ain't a month, artist. This a week. This driving. This is just with a couple of homeboys. My cousin Short Dog, my guy Legacy. What's up, Legacy? He the R&B king. He out there killing Miami right now. But this is just us and with Marco Relli, other artists. We just got on the road 1 week and we just tore up the whole week one summer. And like, yo, let's go from the top to the bottom and really get out there selling this product wherever they like us at. You know what I'm saying? So that come with the game, man, coming out the trunk, really selling physical product that, and artists got to understand, sales is the number one way to become financially independent in the world. Every business structure base their business on sales. If you can't sell, get somebody that can sell for you, because it's all about selling. If you're not selling, you're not going to make no money. Everybody's selling.
No.
And that's the first thing they look at when it comes to booking and when it comes to accounting. That's the first thing they look at. What did you bring in?
Yeah.
They're going to find out how much you spent, but what did you bring in? That's what they want to know. They want to see the books. They want to see the sales, because the sales can tell them a whole lot about the structure of the company and where there needs to be adjustments at.
Yeah, exactly.
To rehire, or whether it's just an upgrade of a thought process, maybe a course, maybe a class. Sometimes that's all it takes. But the CPA is the person who's very important. And I agree with you. If you cannot sell, say that in the beginning. Do
Yeah.
not sign this application and say that you want to be in marketing, advertising, and sales. And when you get over here in that department, you have no idea how to sell anything. I need
Yeah.
somebody that can sell corn to somebody in, in a stalk of corn. That's what I need. I don't need
Yeah.
anybody that's not going to be able to sell anything.
Yeah, see, like these new babies, they ain't grow up with the mamas that sold Avon and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right,
Very
right,
good.
We
Mary
grew up, we
right.
grew up like that. You know,
That
Right,
we
stuff
they
had
that
run in the
you rub
Tupperware.
on us to
Yeah.
keep the mosquitoes away. What was that stuff called? That spray tape.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah,
soft. That was that. I think it
right,
was so
right,
soft.
right.
yeah,
That
so
stuff worked.
soft
I ain't
and
seen that in a
tussy
long
and
time. Yeah.
what it was
Yeah, the
called,
so
tussy.
soft definitely keep the bugs away for sure.
It was better than
Yeah.
off, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but and then me, I tell an artist like this, we're gonna take it all the way there. Hey man, don't even come to me unless you go work for Kirby vacuum cleaner. Until
For
you out here
real.
selling Kirby vacuums, don't come and talk to me.
I did that, bro. I
Yeah, I
did that.
did that,
Yeah,
yo. The people had me wasting my time, yo. Had me coming to their place every day. I'm thinking I'm about to get paid. I don't get paid until I sell. So, and that's
How many
a
doors
vital
did you
thing. You don't
vacuum
get paid
clean?
until you sell. So treat your product like they treat theirs.
yeah,
That you
yeah.
go
But
in
man,
that bag that had
you gotta
Kirby.
think, man. We talking
Yeah,
about
I got cut up on that
we
Kirby
talking
back.
about vacuum cleaners that cost $27.50 for
No,
real, for
yeah,
real.
for real though. Hey, but Jake, them shits work. them
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you
work.
shits
Yeah, they
work.
did. You
work.
did. I just
Yeah,
want you take the back of them off. It don't miss nothing in the corner.
Nah, them
no,
things work.
That's what happens when you get grounded. They make you take the back of the vacuum cleaner off and like is it edges under the couch with that stick part. I used to
Right.
be like, man, damn.
yeah, man. So, but man, selling is is a key point. And I heard Russell Simmons say this. He said, man, that's why when I had A&R, I hired A&Rs, they had to give me key selling points in their pitch.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He
yeah,
said because if you say you got an artist, you still got to sell them to me so I can sign them. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
And he said he feel that's what the game is missing right now. You know what I mean? The A&Rs don't have key selling points. They don't have great pitches. You know what I mean? He said the A&Rs back in the day, you can put them in a meeting with a Fortune 500 company. But now he said the
Yeah,
A&Rs
exactly.
they don't even wear suit and ties or a nice polo shirt with some slacks and some hard bottoms. They be in sneakers and jeans and a t-shirt and a trucker's hat. He was like
Yeah,
that. He was like, that's no representation. You know what I mean?
It
yeah,
is
I
something.
agree with that.
It is
Yeah.
something.
So, but Lou, man, tell people how to get in contact with you, man. Because they definitely want to look you up, chop it up with you, and tell them how they can become a part of the so unbeatable regime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real though. But on all social media, I am Louie D. You can check out the websites, IamLouieD.com, LouAlmighty.com, CMGLgroup.com. That's the business site. ClassifiedApparel.co. That's the clothing. But you can reach out to me on social media. I'm better on Instagram. I got them all, but Instagram is like my go-to joint. That's where I communicate the most. That's where everybody. Instagram and Twitter. I'm gonna say Twitter too. Everything I am Louie D. Hit me up, man. I'm ready to work. I'm always working. We actually in the process of opening a new studio, so we about to start the summer camp for the babies out here in Charlotte. So if y'all want to put your babies inside the summer camp, just hit me up. So you can get all the rules and the age requirements and everything. I don't have all that together right now. That's why I got on the sweats today, because I've been out there at the studio checking everything out today. We'll be opening up the new joint within like the next week or so. Probably 2 weeks, man. Give it the most, because we got some stuff we got cleaned out. But we're in a bigger location, better location. Oh man, it's
Okay.
about to be a beautiful summer, man. About to be a beautiful
Okay.
year. The rest of the year gonna be amazing, man. Helping these babies out.
That's what's up, man. So I just want to say,
One
man,
question before you go.
Yeah.
Before we go, and thank you for staying over an hour. Do you intern or do you coach? And if so, how much?
Really, we haven't did any interns or things in that nature yet. We can do a coaching session or something like that, but really everything just happens at the studio. Like I said, we got the workshops and seminars. That's kind of the best way to take advantage of it on a financial level. If you're in a position you want to see what we doing, but you ain't, got the finances right now to do a private one-on-one coaching, just come to the seminars and the workshops. That's a way to take advantage of it for free. But just hit me up personally. I can't really say what the numbers would be because I really got to see what a person needs from me first.
Absolutely.
Well, check this out, Lou. With the seminars and the workshops, will the seminars be in person and via Zoom as well?
Yeah, it'll be both. It'll definitely be both.
Okay. Bet. All right, bet, man. So, Lou, I want to thank you for coming and chopping up with us on Exquisite Conversation. It's been a very exquisite conversation. I might say so myself. Yeah. And man, we just want to thank you, man. And we're definitely gonna bring you back. And Nicole, I'll let you close out.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. He's a true legend. You guys, he's been in the game over 20 years. You know that they say anything over 15 years, you are a professional. You have a PhD in that, and he has that. So I want to thank you, and I salute you, King. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank y'all for the invite. I appreciate the platform. Appreciate y'all giving me a chance to be a part. I graciously appreciate it. And let's keep moving, man. ClassifiedMusicGroup.com. Louie D. I am LouieD.com. And before I get up off here, I am LouieD.com. That's a songwriting site. Lou Almighty is more of all the new projects I'm about to drop, and you'll see more on Lou Almighty. So if you're trying to keep up with what I'm doing in the community and stuff, that'll be the best website. We'll be updating all the things that I'm doing in the community on that site. The I Am Louie D joint is gonna only be songs that we got for sale and the deals as far as music. So if you want to just see the music side, if you want to buy songs, if you need songs, go to the I Am Louie D site. But I definitely appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the voices and the intellect from some exquisite conversations.
Thank you so much. See you guys later.
Peace.